कामकोटिपीठीम् उपाश्रितवतां चरणातुपास्ते श्री शंकर विजयेंद्र यतीन्द्र सरस्वतीनां शांतांतरंग कलिताखिल भावकानां कांचीपुरी स्थित महोन्नत कामकोटिपीठीम् उपाश्रितवतां चरणातुपास्ते। जय जय शंकर, हर हर शंकर. As we all gather over here, our beloved Guru, Sri Shankara Vijayendra Yatindra Saraswati Swamiji is sitting in the Puja Mandapam doing Pradosh Puja. My pranams at his feet, because he is the one who's enabling all this Prana Shakti. I just went out and came, and there are, all the people are filled with fear. There are masks, there are people who've got fear visible on their faces. And I know today, if I'm able to sit here, and all of us are able to sit in our homes, we are happy and safe and healthy only because of the grace of the Guru. The grace of the Guru is Paripurna Ashirvadam. Without the grace of the Guru, one cannot do anything. This body also cannot operate. In Ayurveda, we have Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata is the energy of movement. So we have Pranavayu. Pranavayu is the air, the oxygen which you breathe in. And Apanavayu, which takes care of the excretion and all the lower movements of the body. Excretion, menstrual cycle, deliveries, all of them are ruled by Apanavayu. We have Vyanavayu, which is all over the body. Wherever there are movements, any movements in the body are ruled by Vyanavayu. We have Samanavayu in the stomach, which helps in digestion. So Pranavayu is so important. And our Guru gives us that strength to face the world with mask, no mask, whatever it is, we are healthy, and only because of his grace. Every minute is like a blessing from the Guru. We are very fortunate. Mahaperiva, Puduperiva, Balaperiva, they have showered their blessings. I'm hearing so many people rushing to the Guru with worries about COVID. Some cases who have already got COVID, they've got completely cured. Some cases of people who have had the fear and nothing has happened. Some people who are, just struggling in between with fear, running to him and crying and saying, we are afraid, Periva, we are afraid. And he just says, there is no fear, bhayam ledu. So we have to remember that in these most troubling times, it's only the grace of the Guru which gives us the strength to move on, and every cell, every tissue, every organ in the body works is only by the grace of the Guru. So when I was talking about immunity development, there are certain medicines which one should take in these current times. One is Amalki Rasayan. I will message them later to Lakshmi Garu, because I'm sorry I couldn't put a slideshow up together. Next time I'll make sure I do it. Amalki Rasayan, along with Triphala Ghrutam, is a very, very good combination to take as a preventive, because Amalki Rasayan is plenty of vitamin C. What do we need for immunity? Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. Even multivitamins are there in Ashwagandha. So when you take Amalki Rasayan, 2 teaspoons with Triphala Ghrutam, you're increasing your immunity. Mahasudarshan Kada. Mahasudarshan Churna, from the name itself you can see the power, Sudarshan. It has got more than 40 herbs which are antiviral. There was a time when my little daughter, when she was sick in America, I had gone to the doctor. He was an Irish doctor, and he had fever, so we had taken him there to show her. And then he looked at me and he said, what are you giving? What medicine are you giving her for the fever? It's a viral fever, and whatever antibiotics, we don't give antibiotics in viral fever. So I said, sir, we have a medicine from India which I use, which have got 40 herbs. It's called Mahasudarshan Kada, and I've been giving her that. So he said, that's good. If you can give anything as long as the baby is healthy and roaming around. So Mahasudarshan Kada has got so many. It's an anti-malarial drug, but it's also helpful in preventing these kind of viruses entering the body. Some people, in this current crisis, they would ring me and ask, what should we take? What should we take? I would just simply tell him Mahasudarshan Kada. A young boy, young man who went to Kadapa, he was on his way back. And then he was quarantined. He came home and he had this history of bronchitis. And suddenly those symptoms just flared up. He got cold, he got cough, he got fever. And then there were calls, frantic calls from his wife. So I just told her one thing. I said, just take steaming, take inhalation, do pranayama. Because he has a history of bronchial trouble. I said, just do pranayama. And take Mahasudarshan Kada. Every 2 hours, take 2 teaspoons. Your immunity will improve. The same Mahasudarshan Kada, somebody from Chennai also told me her grandfather was going for an operation. And they were going to have a COVID test just the day before. So they gave him Mahasudarshan Kada so that the COVID test came negative. I'm not advertising any medicines here, but I am just telling you from my own experience that Mahasudarshan Kada, Mahasudarshan Ghanavati, if you cannot take the Kada, Mahasudarshan Ghanavati is a tablet form. So nowadays they're marketing the medicines like Mahasudarshan Ghanavati or Sanshamani. Sanshamani Vati is nothing but Tinospora cordifolia. So
Sorry, looks like she's lost her link. So we'll wait for her. In the meanwhile, I think Swarna, Harita.
Yeah. Harita, you can start off now. So once Dr. G, she comes back, like we'll continue with that.
Okay, ma'am. Yoga, sorry. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Yoga is one way you can naturally uplift your vitality without having to step out of the comfort of your home during this lockdown. Yoga helps lower stress hormones that compromise the immune system while also conditioning the lungs and respiratory tract, stimulating the lymphatic system to eliminate toxins from the body and bringing oxygenated blood to the various organs to ensure their optimal function. Yoga calms the mind and can contribute to deeper regulated sleep, which is crucial for wellness. Sleep is one of the most important factors in healing and maintaining healthy immune system. Pranayama helps our immune system regenerate cells in order to fight infection and any other elements that affect us. So yoga is one of the most effective and time-tested naturally immunity booster that can lead to a healthy, sickness-free body. Thank you.
I'm sorry, there was a network issue over here. So I was talking about immunity. So Vyadhi Kshamatvam Nama, Vyadhi Pratikara, Bala Pratirodhi means Vyadhi Kshamatvam is immunity. Immunity is of 2 kinds. One which is acquired and one which is innate. So when there is a disease or is a pandemic, what you acquire through yoga, through Ayurveda, that is called acquired. And what comes from birth is innate. So I was talking about Mahasudarshan Kada, Mahasudarshan Ghanavati, Guruchi, Tinosporia cordifolia. The Tinosporia cordifolia, if you just take a bit of the stalk and boil it with 5 leaves of tulsi and 5 peppercorns, that kashayam is very good to prevent any viral fever. So taken every day is a good preventive. If that is not available, see, the beauty of Ayurveda is you don't need to get disheartened. If you don't have the plant, you're in some part of the world, you can get the herb, the dried herb, the fresh herb, whatever is available. So if you get the dried herb, you can even make the tea out of the dried herb. Yashti Madhu is a very, very precious herb. when I was working in Ayurveda Parishad, Dr. Muralidhar Rao once told me that his father, who was an eminent physician who used to treat V.V. Giri and all that, he used to prescribe Yashti Madhu in each and every formula of his. Because he used to say 3 pinches of Yashti Madhu can take care of even cancer. So Yashti Madhu, licorice, is a very precious herb which will help us in developing immunity. So we have medicines in Ayurveda like Tali Sadi Churna, Sitopaladi. When there's more cold, they take Sitopaladi Churna. We mix it with Yashti Madhu because it's got this antimicrobial action. And Tali Sadi Churna with Yashti Madhu. Tali Sadi again helps in cough. So I even heard about some Ayurvedic doctor in Chennai, and she was treating people using these medicines only. These Mahasudarshan Kada, Mahasudarshan Kanavati, Tali Sadi Churna. These are very simple herb medicines which are very effective, and they increase the immunity. What we need to remember is when there is a cold, when the cold starts, you must nip it in the bud. Don't make the cold worse by neglecting ahara vihara. Aushadhi is Sitopaladi Churna, but when you neglect your ahara and vihara, you're getting into a crisis. What is fever? Fever is of 2 types. One is Nija and one is Agantuj. Nija means which is caused because of your own body's own problems. Agantuj is that which comes from external sources, through virus, microbes. So through your own body, what you should remember is don't do mithya hara vihara. Mithya means wrong food and wrong lifestyle, like staying in the AC or just sleeping on the sofa, not doing any physical activity, not going, not having any exposure to the sunshine, even in the balcony. These are mithya vihara. Mithya ahara is eating cold items, taking curd in the night. They say in Charak Samhita, he has very clearly said, eating curd rice in the night is ayukshinam, whereas eating milk rice is ayuvardhanam. So these are the simple things. Not eating cold food when there is a chance of getting these kind of virus. Eating hot food, hot water. A beautiful food which we have, which is all the gurus eat in Chaturmasyam time, is khichdi. Khichdi is moong dal and rice. So moong dal, what we call pesar pappu in Telugu, moong dal has got this quality of removing toxins. It removes every toxin from the intestine. So remember to keep your colon clean. How do we keep the colon clean? In yoga, we have Pavan Mukta. In Ayurveda, when you eat khichdi, which is a completely wholesome food, whenever there's anyone who's ill, they give them khichdi. We call pongal in Tamil. So they give khichdi because that's a wholesome food. It removes all the toxins from the body through the intestine. Now, in the same khichdi, you can add vegetables, whichever vegetables are conducive for your condition. So, lot of gourds like, what we call ridge gourd, snake gourd, they're all very good. Gourds are all, grown in the sun. So, their exposure will give us, eating those gourds they're easy to digest. The plants which grow below the soil, they are root plants like potato, carrot. They're all a little bit difficult to digest. Colocasia. So make the choices of food that are healthy. Alkaline food. Remember alkaline food. Acidic food causes disease. What is acidic food? Coffee, tea. You sleep the whole night. On an empty stomach, you get up and the first thing you have is a cup of coffee. Even Mahapariva spoke a lot about coffee. Coffee is very toxic. If you take it on an empty stomach, it's even more toxic. So one must remember to take food which is amrutam. Mahapariva has called lassi, majjiga, buttermilk. He has called it as amrutam. Now the beauty of Ayurveda is the buttermilk, if you put rose water and you put anise seed, that is somph, it is pitta shamak, it reduces heavy pitta. If you come and people say there's burning urination and burning sensation, they make this same buttermilk with these herbs, it becomes pitta shamak. But if you're afraid of cold and you don't want to increase your cold, then you can take majjiga, the buttermilk, with shunthi and elaichi. Shunthi is dried ginger, elaichi is cardamom. That is kapha, it removes kapha. But if you're afraid about your digestion and there's a stomachache, you can take it with ajwain. That is Omkal, Om. Ajwain is again, it removes Vata. Vata is what, anywhere there's pain in the body, it is Vata. So the same drink, in Ayurveda, they have given so beautifully which herbs go with what. So we have to enrich ourselves with this knowledge and make sure that we are Ahara, Vihara, Aushadhi. They're all in the right way. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna Bhagavan has said, Yukta Hara Viharasya, Yukta Cheshtasya Karmasu, Yukta Sapnava Bodhasya, Yogo Bhavati Dukkha. Means eat moderate food, moderate lifestyle, and your actions should be moderate. Do not do anything in excess. A simple thing like sleeping. Sleeping in the daytime increases kapha. Staying awake in the night time increases vata, which is not good. So staying awake in the night and sleeping in the daytime causes diseases. These are the simple things about Ayurveda. There's so much to learn, but for now, I just want to, tell you these things, that eating the right food, eating at the right time, all this is fine. But if your mind is upset, if the emotions are out of some incidents or something, then also that digestion will not happen, and undigested rasa, that is undigested food in the body, will go to all the parts of the body and create disease. So in this current situation, we should remain fearless. Fearless, why? Because we have Jagat Guru with us. There's not a single minute when he is leaving us alone, not a single minute. Even we forget about him, but he is Jagat Guru. He is not only Guru, he is Jagat Guru, Guru for the whole Jagat. So even to people who don't even think about him, the Rogagni slokas are being recited all over India, all over the world. People are just reading it out of fear. So with his grace, nothing is going to happen. We are blessed. We are blessed to be under his, umbrella, and let us not have fear. But at the moment you have fear, keep your hands in Chin Mudra, close your eyes, watch your breath. Just watch your breath. Breath is connected to your emotions. Watch your breath, calm your breath, and read his slokas, listen to what he has to say, listen to Upanyasas, listen to whatever Lakshmi Garu and all have so beautifully brought for all of us. All the Sampradaya, beautiful programs, girls singing bhajans, which, just give so much of bhakti in the heart. Just listening to it is like, prasadam from the Guru. So with these few words, I want to end. Tejaswini will recite some slokas from Bhagavad Gita, which speak about the significance of yoga. Yoga karmasu kaushalam means whatever action you do it perfectly. That is yoga. That's the beauty of yoga. Whether you meditate, you do it with perfect concentration. Whether you cook, you do it with perfect concentration. Whether you sit in the Pradosh Puja in front of Periva, do it with perfect concentration. So yogo bhavati dukkha. It is the one which removes all this pain. And with these few words, a small speck of dust in this universe, I'd like to thank all of you for this opportunity. Thank you. Tejaswini will recite now slokas from Bhagavad Gita.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्व कर्मणि योगस्तः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो तमो भूत्वा समत्वं योगमुच्यते दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभौ सुकृतदुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Thank you, Tejaswini.
Thank you, Tejaswini. Now I call upon Harita, start on the yogasanas.
Now begin Sukhasana. Sit comfortable. Your spine should be alert. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम्.
We will now start with Dandasana.
Now all of you stretch your legs, keep your spine straight, keep your hands beside your hip.
Toe bending.
Now exhale, slowly bend your toes. Inhale, release. Exhale, bend your toes. And inhale, release. Repeat this 5 rounds. Exhale, bend. And inhale, release. Exhale, bend your toes. And inhale, release. One more round. Exhale, bend your toes. And inhale, release and relax.
The next Sukshma Vyayam that she's going to demonstrate is foot bending. This also helps for the blood circulation, for draining the lymph from all the peripheries of the body. It also helps in giving good blood circulation, strengthens the nerves, and gives flexibility to the muscles. These are very important to do daily because they will increase the blood circulation and they increase the flexibility. So though they seem to be, repetitive, they need to be done because that's the way the body is structured. So this is the way we work with fitness. Harita will now demonstrate the foot bending.
Now inhale, bend your foot and come back. And inhale, stretch forward and exhale, come back. Inhale, stretch your foot and exhale, come back. And inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale, come back and relax.
She will now demonstrate knee bending. Knee bending will increase the flexibility of the knee. Knee bending.
Now exhale, bend your right knee. And inhale, stretch your leg. And exhale, bend. And inhale, stretch your leg. Exhale, bend your knee. And inhale, stretch your leg. Exhale. And inhale, stretch. Now, opposite leg. Now, exhale, bend your left leg. And inhale, stretch your leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, stretch. And exhale. Inhale. And relax.
She will now demonstrate the hand asanas. First is the up and down movement of the hands.
Now slowly inhale. Take your both hands up, head level. Now exhale. Please. Now inhale, take your both hands up, palms facing outward. Now exhale, slowly come down and inhale, exhale. One more round, inhale and exhale and relax.
She will now demonstrate another motion of the hands, which is in and out, front and back. This also helps in blood circulation, increasing the flexibility of the hand muscles and strengthening the bones.
Now slowly take your both hands shoulder level in front of chest. Now inhale, take your both hands back, shoulder level. Now exhale, while coming forward. Repeat this 5 rounds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and relax.
This increases the oxygenation to the chest. She is now going to demonstrate simple neck exercises, up and down movement of the neck. The cervical nerve is very important. The cervical nerves, the cervical muscles. The muscles will be flexible and the nerve will be strengthened and toned by doing these daily. This is very important to prevent cervical spondylitis, frozen shoulder. Those who use the computer a lot, this is very useful to prevent pain and help in rehabilitation if the person is not well. It also helps in fitness. Neck exercise, up and down movement.
Now sit in Sukhasana. Now exhale, slowly bend your neck forward as far as possible. Don't strain your neck. Now inhale, take your neck back. And exhale, bend forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Slowly come to normal position.
It's so inspiring to see these children do with so much of concentration, these young yogis. The next one is neck movement from left and right side to side movement of the neck.
Now slowly exhale, turn your neck right side. Your chin should be equal to your shoulder. And inhale, come to center. And exhale, left side. And inhale, center. This is one round. We are going to repeat 5 rounds. Now exhale, turn your neck right side. Don't strain your neck. Inhale, center, and exhale. Left side, do it slowly. And inhale, center, exhale, right side. Now slowly come to inhale, center, and exhale, left side. Inhale, come to center, and relax.
A quick tip that you can utilize when you do these exercises, You can apply some warm Mahanarayan Taila or warm Muravena Taila all over the body and do these exercises. That works like physiotherapy and gives you a very good flexibility in the body. Next, she's now going to demonstrate the standing series.
Slowly up you come to Samasthiti position. Stand comfortable. Your hand should be side of the body.
Tadasana.
Look straight. And legs apart. Now inhale. Take your both hands shoulder level and interlock your fingers and turn your wrist outward. Now slowly inhale. Take your hands up head level. Take normal breaths in, breathe out. Exhale, slowly release by the side way. And one more round, inhale. Lock your fingers and turn your wrist outward. And inhale. Take your hands up. Now exhale. Release. One more round, inhale. And interlock your fingers and stretch your wrist outward and take your hands up. Stretch your whole body. And exhale, slowly release and come back to your position. One more round, inhale. And interlock your fingers and turn your wrist outward. Do it slowly. Inhale, stretch your total body up. Maintain this position 5 to 10 normal breaths. Now exhale and come to Samasthiti position and relax.
The next asana she's going to demonstrate is trunk rotation, which relaxes the back muscles. These are again loosening asanas. So these loosening asanas are very important to be done in the standing position. So it helps in loosening up the whole body and giving you a good sense of fitness. It even removes physical and mental tension. Trunk rotation.
Legs apart. Stretch your both hands in front of your chest and palms facing each other. Now exhale, slowly turn your right side and left hand touches your right shoulder. And inhale, come to center. And exhale, right side. Now your right hand touches your left shoulder. Now inhale, center. This is one round. You are going to repeat 5. Now exhale, turn your right side. And inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Now inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Now inhale, center. Exhale, left side. And inhale, center. Now slowly relax.
The next asana is called Trikonasana, triangle pose. It strengthens the heart, the kidneys, and gives a very good balance to the body. It's also very important for relieving any stiffness into the back. Trikonasana. This should be done with care. Please slowly try to do one first. before you go for more practice. Trikonasana.
Legs apart. Take your hands shoulder level. Now slowly turn your right foot 90 degrees angle. Now slowly stretch your right side and exhale. Slowly bend your right side. Concentrate on left hand fingers. Maintain this position 5 to 10 breaths.
Trikonasana strengthens the nerves all over the body.
Now slowly inhale. Come back. Now slowly turn your left foot 90 degrees angle. Now exhale, stretch your body. Then you slowly bend your left side. Now you concentrate on right hands, fingers. Maintain this position 5 to 10 normal breaths. Now inhale, come back and slowly come to Samasthiti position.
The first time you do it, you did not hold for so much time because she's an expert, she's doing that. Just attempt it and leave. You don't retain the position. When you're better, you slowly increase the retention.
Now one more time. Now legs apart, take distance from your legs, one leg distance from your legs. Now hand should be shoulder level. Now slowly turn your right foot 90 degrees angle. Now exhale, slowly stretch your right side and bend your right side. Concentrate on left hand. Now slowly inhale, come back and slowly turn your left foot 90 degrees angle and slowly stretch your right left side and exhale, slowly bend your left side. Now you concentrate on right hand. Now normal breathe out. Now slowly inhale, come back and Samasthiti. One more round. Now inhale, take one leg distance from your legs. Hand should be side of the body, shoulder level. Now slowly exhale, bend your right side. Those who are suffering with the neck pain, don't turn your neck up. And inhale, come back. Now slowly turn your left foot 90 degrees angle. And exhale, slowly bend your left side. Those who are suffering with cardiac problem, don't avoid this asana.
Any of these should be done under expert guidance. It does strengthen the heart, but it should not be done without guidance. Some of these asanas are done with expert guidance
Now,
only.
Inhale, come back and come to Samasthiti. Relax. Now relax. Dandasana position.
She is now going to demonstrate the asanas in the prone position, lying down on the stomach.
Now,
Harita will demonstrate with her team Ardha Bhujangasana, just Sphinx pose.
now slowly lay down on your stomach. and should be side of the body.
This should not be done by those with cervical spondylitis, ulcers, high BP, thyroid, heart problems, and hernia.
Now slowly hold your both hands like this and turn your feet like this and close your eyes and relax. Turn your head.
Ardha Bhujangasana strengthens the upper muscles of the back.
Now slowly fold your both hands by the side of the body up to elbow. Now slowly inhale. Raise your shoulders. Take your neck back as far as possible. And exhale. Release. Now inhale. Raise your shoulder. Normal breathing, breathe out. Now exhale. Release, come down. Now inhale. Raise your shoulder. Normal breathing, breathe out. Take your neck as far as possible. Now exhale. Down and relax.
Ardha Bhujangasana strengthens the upper back muscles and the neck muscles. She is now going to demonstrate with her team Bhujangasana, snake pose. This works on the upper back muscles, middle back muscles, and the lower back muscles. So it's a one-stop relaxation for the back. This should be done with care. If those who have any spinal problems, disc problems, they should not do it without any advice, and they should not do it indiscriminately.
Now slowly fold your both hands and palms facing downwards. Now slowly inhale. Raise your shoulder up to navel region. Take normal breathing, breathe out. Now exhale. Release. Now inhale. Lift your shoulder. Now exhale down. Slowly inhale. Raise your shoulder. Normal breathing, breathe out. Now exhale. Down and relax in Makarasana.
Makarasana is a crocodile posture. It relaxes all the back muscles. In the Kalari Payattu system, that is the Kerala martial arts, they give a lot of importance to the Bhujangasana. They say this will keep the spinal cord always aligned throughout your life. So this is a very valuable practice for the back. Bhujangasana. A simplified form is Ardha Bhujangasana. The children are now relaxing in Makarasana, which is a good posture for concentration. Children can even watch TV while lying down in this posture. Whenever you have any back problems, the two asanas which you can do safely without any advice are this Makarasana and Shavasana. It relaxes all the muscles.
Now slowly come back.
She's now going to demonstrate Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. Nadi Shodhan Pranayama gives oxygen to the brain. It increases the blood circulation and it helps in the balance of the hormones and the endocrine system. It helps in intuition, clarity of mind, and it's a very good immune booster. So one can safely do it daily, morning 15 minutes, afternoon 15 minutes, evening 15 minutes. It's a very good immunity booster in this current time. It helps in strengthening the lungs. Nadi Shodhan Pranayam.
Now slowly take your left hand chin mudra, touches your thumb and index finger tips. Now take your right hand, index and middle finger fold like this. Close your eyes. Now slowly take your ring and little finger on your left nostril and thumb finger on your right nostril. Now slowly close your right nostril. Inhale through left nostril. Now close your left nostril and exhale with your right nostril. And inhale through right nostril. Exhale left nostril. This is one round. I am repeating again. Inhale through left nostril. Exhale. Now close your left nostril and open your right with exhalation. Right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through left. This is one round. Repeat this. Close your eyes. Observe your breath and do. Inhale, left nostril. And exhale with right. Again inhale with right nostril. Exhale with left nostril. This is also called alternative breathing without kumbhakam. Inhale. Exhale through right nostril. Inhale through right nostril. Exhale, left nostril. Repeat this. While you are doing pranayama, your spine should be straight. Your neck should be straight. Those who are doing at the first time, inhalation and exhalation ratio will be equal. Gradually, you can increase your inhalation and exhalation 1:2 ratio.
This pranayama clears all the blockages. It clears the pathways. It enforces energy all over the body. Nadi Shodhan Pranayama is very powerful pranayama. A very powerful tool for building immunity. We will end the session now with Shavasana.
Now all of you end with your left nostril exhalation. Now slowly come to Shavasana. Now lay down on your spine. Now legs apart, hands apart, palm facing up. Now close your eyes. Relax your breath consciously. Observe your breath and relax your total body.
We have a beautiful presentation by the Sampradaya girls. They will be reciting the Lakshmi Narasimha Karnarasa Stotram.
No. Swarna. They'll be reciting the Vaidyanatha Ashtakam.
Vaidyanatha Ashtakam. Yes, Vaidyanatha Ashtakam is very important for the current crisis.
Start, Ma.
श्री सद्गुरु चरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीराम सौमित्रि जटायुवेद षडाननादित्य भुजार्चिताय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय दयामयाय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। शम्भो महादेव 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 शम्भो महादेव। गंगा प्रवाहेन्दु जटाधराय त्रिलोचनाय स्मरकालहान्त्रे समस्त देवैरपि पूजिताय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। शम्भो महादेव 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 शम्भो महादेव। भक्ताय त्रिपुरान्तकाय विनाशिने दुष्टहराय नित्यम् प्रत्यक्ष लीलाय मनुष्यलोके श्रीवैद्यनाथ नमः शिवाय। शम्भो महादेव 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 शम्भो महादेव। प्रभूतवातादि समस्त रोग प्रणाशकर्त्रे निवन्दिताय प्रभाकरे ध्वनि विलोचनाय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। शम्भो महादेव 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 शम्भो महादेव। वाक्श्रोत्र नेत्राङ्घ्रिविहीन जन्तो वाक्श्रोत्र नेत्राङ्घ्रि सुखप्रदाय पुष्टादि सर्वोन्नत रोगहन्त्रे श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। शम्भो महादेव 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 वेदान्त वेद्याय जगन्मयाय योगीश्वर ध्येय पदाम्बुजाय त्रिमूर्तिरूपाय सहस्रनाम्ने श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय शम्भो महादेव 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 स्वतीर्थमृद्धस्म मृदाङ्गवाजा पिशाच दुःखातिभयापहाय आत्मस्वरूपाय शरीरभाजा श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय शम्भो महादेव 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 श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय षड्गन्धभस्माद्यपि शोभिताय सुपुत्रधारादिसुभाग्यदाय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय शम्भो महादेव 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 कालाम्बिकेश वैदेश भवरोगहरे च जपे नाम त्रयं नित्यं महारोगनिवारणम् कालाम्बिकेश वैदेश भवरोगहरे च जपे नाम त्रयं नित्यं महारोगनिवारणम् बालाम्बिकेश वैदेश भवरोगहरे च जपे नाम त्रयं नित्यं महारोगनिवारणम्. Thank you.
We heard this beautiful Baidyanath Ashtakam just after the Pradosh Puja. We are very blessed. I think Vengalakshmi, Subhalakshmi and Aishwarya Lakshmi, I think they sang very beautifully. We'll now end the session with the Shanti Mantram.
Slowly come to Sukhasan. Sit comfortable. Your spine should be erect. Take your both hands, Namaskara Mudra with closed eyes. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kakshit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now slowly open your eyes. Jai Jai Shankara, Har Har Shankara. Thank you for giving this opportunity to Sampradaya Pathshala. Swami Varu.
Thank you, Harita. Thank you, Kanakadurga Garu, for such a beautiful session today. So, one of the famous saints says, health is wealth, peace of mind is happiness. But for all this, yoga is the only thing that shows the way. So, I request all the viewers to stay tuned with us for more and more such sessions on yoga and stay fit. Jai Jai Shankara, Har Har Shankara.
Thank you, Swarna. Thank you, Lakshmi garu. Thank you, everybody.